Hi everyone, it's Flame Dark Moon here. First video ever. Just got a new tripod. And I figured that, I'd make a Christmas haul since Christmas just ended. Anyway, one of the things I got for Christmas was actually something I'd wanted for like 2 years, and it's these awesome Demonia boots. They're pretty great. But yeah, these are pretty great boots. They're pretty comfortable. They make me really tall, and being a relatively short but average height woman, I preferred being taller. It's just awesome. And that is so. I'm just showing the highlights of what I got for Christmas here, but my grandma made me this really awesome Afghan. It's a spiderweb Afghan, and it's really cool. I've been jerking it over at the back of my computer chair. It's relatively warm. It adds that little bit of extra warmth that I sometimes want at a computer chair, and it was made by my grandma with lots of love, so it's great. I love it. Another thing I got was this beautiful velvet and lace mix, sort of mixed material skirt. I didn't realize it at first, just looking at it, but I actually found that it's by a brand I've wanted to get something from for a while, Sinister. And so it's really cool that I ended up getting something from Sinister, and I didn't even realize at first it was from Sinister, so that was great. And another thing I got was this wonderful, like, Victorian jacket. But it's got some velvet detailing, some really cool buttons up the front, some sort of interesting like sheer paneling in front, and some little velvet bows and sleeves and stuff. It's a really cool jacket. It's not by any particular brand, but it's just really cool. I'm pretty glad to have it. And so for Christmas, I also ended up getting some really cool cosmetics. So I'd been looking at getting some eyeshadow from My Pretty Zombie Cosmetics for quite some while. It's an indie brand, and I quite admire indie brands because they tend to have colors more suited to myself. But I uh, ended up getting the Charnel House Splendors collection, which is a collection of like 5 different eyeshadows. So one of them is Homemade Death. It's a very beautiful, cuter color. I'll be swatching that later. Another one in the collection is this really interesting, like kind of metallic orange, and it's called In Rust. I haven't worn it on my eyelids yet, neither Homemade Death or In Rust, but yeah. So Noxious Agents is another one. It's kind of a really light gold, and it's really pretty. Another one is this white. I love the name of it, but it's called Demons Are My Bitches, and it's great. I love it. And so the final one in the collection is this really very pretty, like greeny blue, dark, shimmery color. And it's called Blue Fungus on Corpses. I love it. It's great. All of the eyeshadows by My Pretty Zombie Cosmetics are great. So on top of the Charnel House Splendors collection, I also got quite a few other eyeshadows by them. One of them is one that's being discontinued soon, sadly, because I found out that it's like one of the best shades in the world, and it's really awesome. I've never seen an eyeshadow quite like it. It's called New Age Dolls, and it's a dark gray. It's a dark gray with like gold flecks in it with a little bit of a green undertone. I like to pair it with Blue Fungus on Corpses and with New Age Dolls in the crease, and it gives kind of a Cthulhu-y vibe to it. It's great. I like it. Another thing I got that I've been using a lot lately from them is an eyeshadow called Coffin Critters. I use it to do my eyebrows. I'm also using it in my crease today. It's an all-around great color. I always wear black somehow. My eyeshadow. The other eyeshadow that I'm wearing today is actually called 13 Gypsies, and it's this fantastic, like goldy, bronzy, beautiful color. It's just, I love it. It's everything I want in a gold and more. It's just, and no words can truly express how much I love that shade of gold. It's just fantastic. And another one of my favorites by them that I got for Christmas is called Black Eye. If you don't know, My Pretty Zombie Cosmetics has a lot of beautiful shades of red eyeshadow, which red eyeshadows in general are really hard to come by. But this one is this very dark, kind of browny tone, like red. It's fantastic. I love it. It's something that, like, I generally like wearing sort of shimmery reds on the lid. And this is great for that. I've always wanted to pair red eyeshadows together because red and black is my favorite color combination. And yeah. But, so another one I wanted was Grim Diva. It's this dark, like purpley gray sort of shade. It's very interesting. Every single one of these shades I'll be swatching later, but it's a pretty shade, and I generally like to wear it on its own, but I feel like I could somehow incorporate it into the crease somehow. I don't know. Very versatile shades. I don't know. Another one I have is called Static, and it's a it's a goldeny shade, but when I actually put it on my lids, it looks more similar to the green of my eyes, to like this very golden kind of light, like emerald sort of green. It looked a little more green in the product photo that My Pretty Zombie Cosmetics had, and that's why I wanted it so bad. But the greeny gold is actually really pretty too. So I'm not too torn up about it. Not exactly matching. So here's another one. This is a purpley pinky shade. It's mostly purple, but when you blend it out, it can look like either pink or blue. It depends. It looks more pinky when you don't blend it out like super hard, but it looks more blue based when you blend it quite a bit. But it's called Amethyst. It's a combination between cyst and amethyst, so that's my best guess. But another shade I have from them is called Monstrous Industry, and it's this really pretty lavender color. I haven't worn it much yet because I still haven't figured out a good outfit to pair it with. But I think it's a really pretty shade. It's a really pretty light shade. I could probably use it as a highlight actually. But yeah. And the final eyeshadow I have here is called Friday. And it is a pretty, it's a brownie shade. It's a brownie, regular, medium toned brown, but it has quite a bit of gold shimmer in it, and that's pretty cool. So it's slightly different from your normal brown, but it's otherwise mostly a neutral. It's mostly a neutral eyeshadow. So it's figured I could always use one of these in my arsenal. So it's pretty great. And that's what I have for you guys today. So I may film more to this later, but for right now, this is what I've got.